Hello friends, welcome to my channel Dr. Sam's Biology. In this video, we will discuss taxonomy and its component. So first, what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is a Greek word. It is a combination of two words. Taxis means arrangement or order. Nomos means law or rule. So taxonomy basically is arrangement or order according to law or rule. So what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is a science of naming and classification of living as well as extinct organisms on the basis of some standardized rule. So what is taxonomy? Simply naming and classification of organisms. Might be living or might be extinct on the basis of some rule. This is taxonomy. Now coming to its component. What are components of taxonomy? Classically, traditionally, this taxonomy has four components. These are description, identification, nomenclature, and classification. In abbreviated form, you can write DINC. But recently, this fifth one is also added, which we will discuss later. So basically, it has four components: DINC, description, identification, nomenclature, and classification. Now, let's understand these components. First is description. Description is describing the organism on the basis of its character. So let's understand all these components with example. Suppose you are a taxonomist and you are walking into a forest, and then suddenly you see a plant, and you think that this plant might be new, that is not discovered yet. So what will you do first? So the first step that will a taxonomist, that will a scientist do, first he will describe it. That is what description. He will write down all of its diagnostic character, whether it is a hard, sharp, or tree, which type of leaf it has. It has simple leaf or a compound leaf. You can say which type of stem it has, which type of venation is there, the floral arrangement, which type of flower it has, which type of inflorescence is there. So all these diagnostic character, first he will write these all character. It involves listing of maximum possible character. So that taxonomist will list maximum possible character of that organism. This is what description. So first what he will do, he will describe that organism. This is first step. Now second step comes into the picture. Identification. First he described, he listed out all the maximum possible character. Then comes identification. Means identification of the organism. Then how he will identify that plant? Then by listing its maximum possible character, he will compare these characters with other plant in taxonomy keys, flora, which has description, also picture, herbarium seed, dried specimen, manual and monomer. So then he will compare these characters in all these tools. He found that it is a plant that is already discovered, then he will associate that with that plant. That is one case. If he found it is already discovered, but this is a new plant, then he will identify it. That's all. Now, what if he found that this plant is new, it is not discovered yet? Then what will he do? The third step is nomenclature. Then he will be the discoverer of that plant. Then he will name that plant. So naming is nomenclature is a naming of organism according to some standardized system. If it is a plant, then he will name it according to rules of ICN, International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Now it is called ICN, International Code of Nomenclature for algae, fungi, and plants. If it is animal, then according to ICZN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. If it is bacteria, then according to bacteriological code. So he will name that plant according to the rules of ICBN or ICBN or bacteriological code. And we know that this naming is binomial. This scientific name has two words. So this is third step. After naming, he will classify that organism. Means he will put this organism in a group according to its similarity. That is what classification. Classification is arrangement of organism into group on the basis of similarity. Classification might be artificial, natural, or phylogeny. This is classification. These are four steps. Now recently fifth step is fifth component is also added. That is called phylogeny. Phylogeny means evolutionary history. Then after classification or during classification, you can say, he will find this evolutionary history means ancestry of organism. It's a genetic relatedness by comparing its genetic sequence. So now you can write it DINCP. Recently, phylogeny is also added. So these are 5 components of taxonomy. Taxonomy is a science of naming and classification of organisms, living as well as extinct, according to some rules. So it has component DINCP, description, describing organism, identification to identify the organism, naming of organism, third one is arrangement organism into group according to similarity, and fifth one is genetic relatedness, evolutionary history of organisms. So these are taxonomy and component of taxonomy.